Welcome to The Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling something everyone knows is, well, mission critical,
Right.
constructive feedback. But let's be honest, it's often the thing business owners, managers, everyone dreads the most.
It really is. It's that conversation you might be putting off right now, or maybe the one you had yesterday that just went completely sideways.
Exactly.
And our sources really back this up. Managers spend tons of time thinking about performance issues, right?
Yeah.
But when it actually comes down to delivering the feedback,
They blow it.
most people botch the whole conversation. That's the key finding. They stumble, maybe get emotional, or they just delay and delay until the problem is huge.
It's super uncomfortable, no doubt, but you absolutely need it if you want a team that doesn't just perform, but actually, thrives. You really can't delegate growth.
You can't.
So our mission today is pretty simple. We're going to unpack the 4 most common, predictable mistakes people make. The conversational traps.
We'll explain the costs, which are often higher than people realize, and then give you, the listener, a really simple, practical framework, maybe 15 minutes total.
A framework to help make sure your feedback actually lands better.
Yes, exactly.
Huh.
Avoids that defensive shutdown we all hate and really focuses on stoking actual growth. We want to move past the awkwardness and get to repeatable objective action.
Okay, let's dive in. First, big pitfall, and maybe the most common, the timing trap. We're talking about waiting too long.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Why do we do this? I feel like classic wishful thinking, right? Hoping the problem just evaporates.
Or waiting for that perfect moment, the right time, that, let's be honest, never actually shows up.
Right. It never does.
And this delay, it builds up what you could call organizational debt. The cost of putting off that conversation. It's really high.
How so?
Well, first, the problem almost never fixes itself. It pretty much always gets worse. Second, and this is crucial, by saying nothing, you're silently communicating to that team member
That it's okay.
that their behavior is A-okay. It's like a passive endorsement of something substandard.
And that ripples out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just about that one person.
Not at all. The rest of the team, they see it, they know what's going on.
And they're getting annoyed.
Increasingly annoyed, yeah, because they're often picking up the slack, and that breeds resentment, which is just toxic for the whole team environment.
So you wait, things fester, the team gets mad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when you finally do have the conversation, it's way harder. It's more emotional, less effective, because you're not just dealing with the original issue. You're dealing with weeks, maybe months of built-up frustration, yours and theirs.
Okay, so what's the fix? It sounds like you need discipline.
Radical discipline, that's the word. Address problems within a very specific window, 24 to 48 hours.
That fast.
That fast.
Yeah.
While the issues are still fresh, specific, easy to recall accurately, before they get a chance to fester or turn into some kind of historical grievance.
Okay, 24, 48 hours. Got it. But fixing the timing isn't everything. Even if you catch it quickly, how you deliver it can still mess things up, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which brings us straight to the second common pitfall, winging it.
Ah, yes. I've been thinking about this for days, so I'm prepared. Fallacy?
Exactly. We assume because it's been bouncing around in our head, we know what to say. But just thinking about a problem isn't the same as actual disciplined preparation. Not even close.
And the cost of just winging it. What happens in that meeting?
Chaos, usually. When you wing it, you're almost guaranteed to ramble. You start mixing up different issues,
Yeah, like bringing up something from last month.
Right. Or you're frustratingly vague about what needs to change. Be better next time. What does that even mean?
Nothing concrete.
Or worse, your own frustration leaks out. You get emotional, maybe defensive yourself. Our sources actually highlighted managers saying things like, that thing you did last Tuesday. It's just useless feedback.
And while the manager is flailing, how does the employee feel?
Completely ambushed. Overwhelmed. It doesn't feel like coaching. It feels like a surprise attack.
Okay, but if I only have that 24, 48-hour window, can I really prepare properly? How much time are we talking?
Doesn't take long.
No,
It's just 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's focused prep.
A game changer, you think?
Absolutely. Because it's structured thought, not just vague mulling. You need to actually write down 4 key things.
Okay, what are they?
1, the specific behaviors you observed. Facts, not judgments. 2, the concrete team impact, what actually happened as a result.
Makes sense. Keep it objective.
3, clearly state what needs to happen differently going forward, the specific change. And 4, this is critical, define the desired outcome. What does success look like after this?
And anticipating reactions. You mentioned that.
Yes. Briefly think about how they might react: defensiveness, maybe denial, even tears. If you anticipate it, you can plan how you'll stay calm, refer back to your notes, and keep it focused on the facts.
Okay, so don't wait and don't wing it. That covers the setup. Now, what about the conversation itself? The pitfalls that happen during the talk. Let's hit number 3, talking too much.
Oh, the manager monologue.
Yeah.
A classic error.
Why do we do it? Just frustration boiling over.
Often, yeah. Frustration leads to over-explaining, maybe trying to justify the feedback excessively. And suddenly it's not a conversation, it's a lecture. A one-sided data dump from the boss.
You talk, they nod.
And nothing really sinks in. Nothing changes long-term because there's zero buy-in. It's passive listening at best.
And the cost of that lecture style. Our sources called it something pretty stark.
The death of real growth. That's the phrase. Because if you dominate the whole conversation, you miss all the crucial context.
Like what?
Well, maybe the employee's struggling because they don't have the resources they need. Or maybe they got conflicting priorities from someone else. Maybe there's a system issue you don't even know about.
And you can't fix a problem if you don't understand the root cause.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't coach effectively. Real growth, real change, it needs conversation. It needs reflection and ownership from the employee, not just being preached at.
The manager's job isn't just to talk at them.
No. It's to uncover the obstacles, ask good questions, and guide the employee toward finding their own solutions, or at least co-creating them.
Okay, so how do we fix the manager monologue? There must be a technique. It's hard to stay quiet when you're frustrated.
It is hard. The single most powerful fix is the 70-30 rule.
70-30. Explain that.
Simple concept. The employee talks 70% of the time. You, the manager, talk only 30%.
70%. Wow. How do you make sure they actually talk that much? You can't force them.
You don't force them, you invite them. By asking really good open-ended questions, not leading questions that corner them like, did you miss the deadline because you were distracted? That just gets a yes or no.
So better questions would be,
Things like, help me understand what was going on with the timing this week, or from your perspective, what factors contributed to this outcome, or even what got in the way.
okay. That shifts it completely from accusation to exploration.
Exactly. It becomes a mutual discussion about problem solving, not a scolding.
That shift is really important, especially for the next mistake, which feels related, making it personal.
Yes. Number 4. This is such an easy trap to fall into, especially when you're frustrated. It's a tiny, almost unconscious shift.
From the behavior to the person's character.
Precisely. The employee didn't just miss a deadline. Suddenly, in your head, they become irresponsible or lazy, or maybe they just don't care.
And if that leaks out even accidentally, disaster.
Complete disaster. The cost is severe. Instant defensiveness. Total shutdown.
Because they feel attacked personally.
Right. And the second someone feels personally attacked, their brain switches gears. Learning stops. Growth is impossible. Their only goal now is self-preservation, defending their identity. The productive part of that conversation is officially over.
So the fix here has to be about staying objective.
Absolutely objective. Laser focus on what you can observe the behavior and its specific measurable impact. You have to manage your own emotions to avoid those character judgments slipping out.
Is there a tool for that? Like a script?
There's a simple, really actionable formula we pulled from the sources. It keeps you focused purely on facts and resolution, avoiding any personal attacks.
Okay, this sounds like the key takeaway for people to use immediately. What's the formula?
You focus only on the observable event and its consequence. It goes like this. When you observable behavior, the impact is specific consequence of that behavior. So we need you to specific action to resolve it.
Okay, when you did X, Y happened, so please do Z. That feels very direct, very factual.
It is. It removes your opinion, your judgment.
Can you give us a quick example? Let's say someone was late with a report. How does the formula work versus the personal attack?
Okay, so the bad way, the personal attack might be, you're so irresponsible, you turned in the budget late again. Clearly, you don't respect our deadlines or this team. See the judgment.
Yeah, you're responsible, don't respect, ouch.
Now, the formula, when you submitted the final budget report at 4:30 p.m. instead of the 4:00 p.m. deadline, that's the observable behavior. The impact was that the client meeting had to be pushed back 30 minutes, and finance had to stay late to process it. That's the consequence. So we need you to ensure all final reports are submitted by the 4:00 p.m. deadline going forward. That's the specific action.
Wow. That's night and day. No accusation, just facts and the required action. It takes all the emotional friction out.
Exactly. It anchors the whole conversation in performance and solutions, not personality clashes.
Okay, this is great. We know the traps. Waiting too long, winging it, talking too much, and making it personal. Now let's put it all together. What's the solution, the actual framework? You said 15 minutes. That sounds almost too good to be true for these kinds of talks.
It sounds fast, but it works if you stick to that 24, 48-hour window and do your 15-minute prep. If you do those things, the actual conversation can and really should be 15 minutes maximum.
15 minutes max. Okay, walk us through the steps. There are 5.
5 rapid steps. Step 1, select the right environment and tone. This takes maybe 1 to 2 minutes.
Private place, obviously.
Private, yes. And state the purpose clearly and calmly right at the start. Something like, hey, I need about 15 minutes to talk through the submission timeline from yesterday. No big, scary preamble. Keep it low-key.
Okay, step 2.
Step 2, describe the problem specifically. About 2 to 3 minutes for this.
And this is where you use that formula we just discussed.
Precisely. Use the when you, the impact is, so we need structure. Stick to the facts, observable behavior, concrete impact. Keep it really concise, no rambling.
Got it. Step 3, you said this one was critical.
Step 3 is the longest part, about 5 minutes. Ask open-ended questions. This is where that 70-30 rule really comes into play.
So this is the listening part for the manager.
Active listening. Listening to truly understand their perspective, not just waiting for your turn to talk again. You need to acknowledge what they say, validate their perspective before jumping to solutions. You absolutely have to understand their context first.
Okay, 5 minutes of focused listening and asking good questions. Then, step 4.
Step 4, collaborate on next steps. Takes maybe 2 to 3 minutes. And notice the word collaborate. Don't just dictate the fix.
So ask them first.
Yes, ask something like, what do you think would help ensure this happens differently next time? Get their ideas first. That builds ownership. Then you share your clear expectations and agree together on how to move forward.
Collaboration leads to commitment. Makes sense. And the last step.
Finally, step 5, plan a follow-up. Just 1 to 2 minutes. Don't end the meeting vaguely. Schedule a specific time to check back in. Let's touch base next Tuesday briefly to see how the new approach is working.
And confirm they understand what was agreed.
Absolutely. Quick confirmation. This shows you're serious about the solution and their success, not just pointing out a problem and walking away. It builds accountability.
15 minutes, 5 steps. Environment, problem, questions, collaboration, follow-up. That really does turn something potentially dreadful into a tight, productive coaching moment.
It reframes it completely.
Mm-hmm.
And if we zoom out for a second, the whole philosophy behind this framework is a crucial mindset shift for the manager.
Which is?
You are not there just to point out failures. You are there to coach your team members on how to succeed. This whole process is a tool for professional development. It's about turning mistakes or gaps into future strengths.
That mindset shift from critic to coach combined with this practical framework, that really feels like the difference between just having a good employee and actively developing a great one who helps the whole team grow.
It really is.
So the final thought for you, our listener, is this. Think about that necessary conversation, maybe the one you've been putting off this week. Can you commit 15 minutes to prep using those points?
And then try the 15-minute 5-step framework.
See how different that conversation feels when it's focused on growth, not just problems. It might surprise you.